Okay guys, last year I asked your opinion on what weed eater I should get as a backup weed eater, and I finally decided what I was gonna buy. I didn't buy it last year, I just bought it probably about a week or two ago. I had to wait for the Edgit Pro to come in the mail. I want to get the Edgit Pro on there, and that way I can try out that weed eater maybe later this week. The Edgit Pro is one of the biggest questions I get on the channel. Some people don't even know what it is. They're wondering what that big disc is on the end of the weed eater. Well, if you've seen that in the past videos and you don't know, it is the Edgit Pro. I was never good at edging driveways and walkways and things like that. I started looking around, and it was that you had to make a decision between buying a stick edger with the blade on it, which would cost you a couple $100, something like that, or I found this, the Edgit Pro, that you put on your weed eater, and then it sets in that groove, and you're able to cut that straight edge down a driveway really easily and pretty quickly doing that. And I like the fact that I don't have to switch back and forth between a weed eater and an edger. It's all in one tool, and that's all you need. One of the reasons I chose this weed eater is I have a lot of ECHO tools already, and I kind of want to get uniformed and have all the same brand eventually. As the other ones tear up, I'll switch over. Now, my KombiSystem, I did get the Stihl, and the reason for getting the Stihl is I got to demo one of those before I bought that, and I wasn't able to demo an ECHO brand one, so I went with the Stihl because of that, and I knew how it performed, how it worked, before I ever even bought it and spent that much money on it. What I'd like to do now is I want to get the old guard off, get the Edgit Pro on. So I'm going to show y'all how I install it. It's really easy to do. It's just a couple screws, but I just want to show you how easy it is to put it on this ECHO, and hopefully this will help y'all out if you ever get one. So the first thing you're going to do is you have to line up that little hole right there, and that is how you take off the head. Once you have it lined up, you just stick something in there. This is just a pick, and then it's a reverse thread, so right loosens it and left tightens it. And it's that easy to get the head off. I love these speed feed heads. These things are awesome. This was another deciding factor of why I chose the ECHO, was because it comes with this head and the Stihl products don't. The next thing you're going to need is just a Phillips head screwdriver. There's only 3 screws holding this guard on. It's pretty easy. It's just these 3 screws, Phillips head screwdriver, and pull those 3 screws completely out. Once you get those 3 screws out, you just lift the guard right off the head. Once you take that guard off, then you're going to take this little metal piece here off. Not really sure what it is, but you just slide it right off. It's got teeth and a little spline down in there, so it's not hard. Then you're ready to put on the new Edgit Pro, and it is pretty simple. You just set it right over there, and then there's a whole bunch of holes in that Edgit Pro, and you're just going to try to take that and get a couple of them lined, or get 3 of them lined up. I guess one of the hardest things is getting the holes lined up, figuring out which holes are the right ones, but just keep spinning it around, and eventually they will all 3 line up perfectly, and then you're ready to put in your 3 screws and lock in the Edgit Pro. So once you get those 3 screws locked in, the Edgit Pro is on there and pretty much ready to go. All that's left is you got to get this little piece back on there, and it just slides right on. Get your stopper put in there so that it stops it from spinning while you're tightening this down. And don't forget, it's reverse thread, So your left is gonna tighten, not loosen this time. Once you get it kind of tight, just give it a little snug. And that Edgit Pro is on there. So again, I do love the Edgit Pro. They have worked great for me. I ordered this Edgit Pro probably 2 to 3 days ago. It has already gotten here. These guys were quick about sending it out, ready to go, and had it here in 2 days. So it is that easy to put on the Edgit Pro. I think it's pretty much the same way no matter what brand of weed eater you're putting it on, except for the Stihl. It is a little different. It uses another bracket because of the way Stihl puts on their factory guard. So it changes the way the Edgit Pro's got to go on there. I think you just have to have an extra bracket to put that one on there. These Edgit Pros are something that I'm going to continue to use because I feel like they speed me up. Once you get that groove cut, I mean, you can just about go as fast as you can. And I know there's guys out there that can do that with just a weed eater with no guard on it, or with the guard on it, the factory guard, and they can just speed through this stuff. Unfortunately, I've just never been able to do that. I end up with crooked lines and it just looks like crap. So this definitely has saved me, and it's something I will continue to use. I also feel like it'll be good if I get employees. These employees will be able to use this and utilize it to keep straight lines. I mean, you just never know. I mean, people can say, yeah, I edge great, but not everyone can. I'm jealous of you guys that can edge like perfect lines and not have a guard or anything like that, or anything helping. This is definitely cheating, and I will continue to cheat because it will speed me up and get me through my yards quicker, and faster through the yards is more money. So the way I look at it, it's a $70 investment to speed me up and make more money. ECHO also puts these boxes on their weed eaters. I'm not really sure what's in it, so let's open it up, let's check it out, and see kind of what they send you along with it. So, holy crap, that is a lot of manuals right there. That waste of paper, that, because I will probably never look in that thing. They also send you a pair of really cool safety glasses. They are cool because you gotta wear your safety glasses. You shouldn't do it without it. And then the only other thing is 1 bottle of mix. So that'll just get thrown in the pile with the other mixes I've got, and will get used eventually. So thanks ECHO for the freebies. We definitely can't finish a weed eater video without doing a first start. So let's throw some gas in this thing. Let's see how many times it takes to pull it to get it to start for the first time. So now let's try to give it a couple pulls and see what it takes to get it started. Oh, it's starting there. Hopefully this helped you out. If I left anything out and you have a question, please put it in the comments. I'll be glad to help you any way I can, answering any of your questions that I can get answered for you. But guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you next time.